This is Submarine Talks Going Deep.
Welcome to Submarine Talks Going Deep here with your host.
I'm Tim Timson.
And I'm Mike Mikerson, also known as the First Admiral. I have higher rank.
I'm just a deckhand, dude. I've been a deckhand for 15 years. Can you believe it?
Yeah, you're a swab monkey, as we like to call you.
That's offensive to my people, but I understand it because we're here on a submarine. So
our location is not exactly known, although we're somewhere between. Last we were in the Himalayan Ocean, and today somewhere we're by Malaysia, I think.
Not as many icebergs, but we're probably in the Indian Ocean.
We set our bearings somewhere for that course. We're just going to say that course. So I don't know. We're about, how many leagues did we set our course for?
1.5.
1.5 leagues. Not very deep. We're in shallow water. It's enough to catch a couple salmon. Yeah.
How do you catch salmon out of the submarine?
I've done it before. I have done it. I haven't told you about it.
Well, I know you have fresh salmon all the time, but
it's always in my footlocker. I keep them fresh. What I do is I like to go up to the hatch when we're like a little bit by port, and then I just go out there and I sing to them, and they come to me.
You don't even have to shake your worm?
My worm is never brought out. No.
Wow.
Yeah. Are you talking about the other worm or like an actual worm?
Well, which worm are you talking about?
Like worm, like bait?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what did you think I was saying, dude?
Are they like my penis? Like.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that is what I meant.
Yeah, I knew that's what you meant. I don't do that, though.
But, I mean, you don't use your penis as bait?
Keep it PG, man. We're trying to get monetized here. We're going to lose all that monetization. You're talking about penises and salmon catching on to penises.
This conversation is brought to you by Modelo.
Oh, we just got screwed over because you just...
It's all right. We could censor it. Censor it, dude.
We're going to go ahead and blur this in post. I don't know how to do that yet, but we'll blur it eventually. Drinking a Smirnoff Spike sparkling seltzer, pina colada version.
And you just censor that too.
All of that has been censored. Yeah, we got our submarine here on autopilot, so it's fine. I mean, these control gauges here, you see, these are a new addition. We put them in so that when we're in here and we're down in doing our little podcast when we're not actually active in the submarine, we can control all elements of our submarine down here off of these 4 controls, these lighting elements. That one's for, what is that, for thrust? We got one for
well, they change functions.
Well, you got hotkeys. That one right now is for depth. This one is for I don't know, what was this for, pressure or?
You're the one operating those.
I don't know, man. I was kind of buzzed when I set this up. This one is for I think the
touch it and see what happens.
Course settings. I don't know. That made a weird noise, didn't it?
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, touch that one. That one might make a. Yeah, that one. I don't think that one's set up right.
Wait, how do I undo that one?
Command Z, Control Z.
Control Z. 2 of them at the same time?
You got to take a screenshot. So, yeah, there you go. That did something.
Okay.
I don't know what that did.
It's back to normal, hopefully.
I don't know, man. The instructions were in Chinese. I got it off of Wish. You know, when you order stuff...
The shit still works, though.
When you order stuff off of Wish.com, it's much cheaper, but it takes about 4 months to arrive.
Really? Why do you think that is?
It's because it's coming from China.
Also, we're in a submarine, huh? It's kind of hard to get packages down in a submarine.
Yeah, well, we can't just go to a UPS store, you know. We got to wait for us to go to port, and, you know, we're usually...
Dolphin mail arrives a week later.
Yeah, man, I don't see the dolphins like you do.
I'm telling you, instead of drones, we just send dolphins out with our packages and our mail.
Have you ever felt a dolphin? The skin of a dolphin?
That sounded really creepy right now, but yeah, I think so. I think I've touched a dolphin.
Have?
Yeah, I have.
It's creepy, but you've
done
it.
I have touched a dolphin, but like I never
felt the skin.
I wasn't feeling him.
What, you just felt it? You didn't even
wasn't
acknowledge?
Feeling him. I wasn't like, let me feel this dolphin. I just was like, hey, buddy, and then like gave him a pat on the head,
and he fucking.
And then he was like,
took off.
Yeah, I shared my lunch with him, and then that fool went
You
home.
didn't appreciate the feeling of his skin on your hand?
I just think that would be weird, dude, if I went into it with that mindset of like,
Oh.
let me feel him.
So you just went into it to appreciate his presence.
Yeah.
And then that was all there is to it.
And we made contact.
But you don't remember what his skin felt like?
I could remember what
did
the
it feel
skin
like?
felt like.
What did it feel like? Tell us about it. People want to know what the skin of a dolphin feels like.
What the skin of a dolphin feels like?
Yeah.
Actually, it just feels like a inanimate object and just wet.
It's wet?
Yeah, if it's wet, it's like
What's the?
if you run your hand on it, you know, it's like just like any surface that has like an inch of water on it. Like I think
Okay.
it holds like a surface of water on top of it, but your hands being dry or the oils on that shit, if you like fucking stroke them, like, you know, you ever stroked a dolphin?
I haven't. That's what you said. I'm creepy for even acknowledging. I just remember when I encountered the dolphin one time. I remember the way it felt when I gave him a little pet. So
But you felt him, you didn't stroke him.
I
Is that our manager?
I don't know, man. I guess our producer isn't too happy with the production value right now. You said it's poor production value and our content is shitty.
That's all right.
We'll keep going.
That guy's fucking fired though.
Yeah,
that
well,
fucking guy.
I guess he fires us or we fire him. I don't know which way it goes.
It depends.
Yeah.
We could do our own thing now. We don't need him anymore.
Yeah, it's like
he fucking knows.
Like Kanye, you know, he blew up his dude, no one cares. No one cares, man. I mean, what are you gonna do? You're stuck on the ship with us. We'll go to Alaska. We'll drop you off. Like you can fucking find a job working accounting at H&R Block or something, right?
Or fucking working on one of those crab boats, you motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, he probably get paid more, but like, what's more reward?
Probably would get paid more.
Rewarding doing this,
And you don't have to know shit to do that. So
I mean, we get all the free beverages we want here, right?
I mean, we don't pay for them, so they're free to us.
I don't know. Does he pay for them?
I don't think he pays for anything. Actually, I think the government somehow pays for our drinking habits.
Are we a tax write-off? Did we write that off in our taxes this year?
I write everything off in my taxes, man.
Okay.
When was the last time you spent money?
I don't spend anything.
You're not supposed to.
Yeah.
Except gambling.
I mean, we got the credit card.
We play mahjong. We got dominoes.
Yeah. I spend a lot of time just reading.
I try to bet on UFC fights, but sometimes it's hard to keep up.
Fight Island. We should head our
why are we there yet?
I don't know.
Let's go.
Where is
That's
it?
actually not far away from us.
Where's that located? Panama?
That's in I want to say it's in like what is it? Saudi Arabia?
Oh, no way. There's no bodies of ocean over there.
Yeah.
You can't get to Saudi
Are you kidding me?
Arabia.
They're on the coast. They're on the coast.
You got a map?
I'll pull up a map right now.
Yeah.
I'll show you exactly where Yaz Island. Oh no, I don't.
Oh,
I'm not close.
Yaz Island?
That's what it's called, Yaz Island, and it's by Dubai,
Okay.
outside of Dubai,
Yeah.
or it's in Dubai.
I don't know.
Dubai is just a coastal, crazy, fucking rich place where they're just billionaires and sheiks and princes and oil money, and everybody has millions of dollars, and they just fucking ship money there.
We've never been there though.
No, we should go there.
Let's do it.
We could probably just fucking get jobs cleaning toilets for a week and become millionaires.
The owner of UFC? I got his email, I think, somehow.
Who's that? Fucking
The bald guy, the bald white guy.
oh, fucking the president of Dana White.
Dana White, dude. I should hit that guy up
You
because
should hit him up.
I've been getting spam emails from UFC for a while, and they're asking us if like
If we need tickets,
No, if we can just go do a broadcast there.
that'd be cool.
But I've been
Collab?
telling them no because I'm not trying to get the virus.
You're right.
Is the virus not there?
No,
Oh,
they live on an island right now.
all right. Well, I'll hit him up, and we'll see if we can make that happen.
I mean, they don't allow prostitutes on the island.
I don't have any on board.
Well,
What
I
do you
know,
mean?
but once we get there,
I don't,
just a barren place full of dudes that are ready to fight each other. I
What
don't know
about-
how fun it would be to party with all
they
those
got
guys.
they got swamp donkeys.
They probably do.
Yeah,
Probably have fucking dirt squirrels there.
or lot lizards,
Yeah,
but they're not. They're desert lizards. 'Cause
yeah.
they don't have lots there. So
There's some fucking sand snappers out there.
I think you need to adjust the bearing. I feel like we're shaking too much. There you go. Yeah, there you go. That's enough. Yeah. Did that do anything?
I felt it, I think.
I think the gauges are all jacked up, man. I didn't hook up the wires correctly. I think that's the issue here.
I mean, what's going to happen? This thing, what? I mean, if we hit the floor of the ocean, I think we'll still be okay.
We're just going to lose pressure.
Everything's autopilot
We don't
anyway.
have too much oxygen to spare, though. That's the thing.
We'll make it to the
We got to
surface.
conserve our oxygen.
I think our ears will pop before we hit the bottom of the sea.
Okay. I'm all right with it, man. I trust you. I mean, you're the captain. I'm just the first admiral, or
I thought you were the captain.
no, you're the captain. I'm the first admiral.
No, they don't leave me in charge of anything, dude.
I mean, we switch off. We can switch off. Irrelevant. Our titles are irrelevant at this point because, I mean, who really cares?
I'm not the one that types the reports.
Gilligan's Island. Remember Gilligan's Island?
Oh, yeah.
The skipper. And was it the skipper and the captain? Gilligan was the skipper, right?
No, Skipper's he's the captain.
Then who was he was the first mate?
I think so.
The first mate and the skipper? Is that how it works?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in so long, but
Well,
yeah.
Gilligan's Island was a trip, dude.
Yeah, it was.
We should do a Gilligan's Island companion where we watch Gilligan's Island and we talk shit about it.
I think that'd be great. Yeah, I used to love the show. When what was the redhead? The hot, slutty redhead?
Oh,
Marianne, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
Marianne, and then there was
oh no, Ginger.
Ginger.
Yeah.
And then Marianne was on there though.
Yeah, Marianne was like
She
the
was
other
nerdy,
little cute one.
The nerdy one. She was cute. And then Mr. Howell and his wife. Mr. Howell was the rich one.
Yeah.
And then who else was there? There was the big fat white dude who was
That was the skipper.
No, was it?
Yeah. The one that was always trying to kill Gilligan?
I got it.
He would
all
always rough
twisted.
him up. The one that would always physically fucking
So it was the big fat white dude was the captain of the ship. And then
Yeah.
Gilligan was a little scrawny guy in the red.
Yeah, like a deckhand.
And then there was Mr. Howell's old ass wife. There was Marianne. There was Ginger. And then there was another dude, another like suave looking white dude. Right? Wasn't there?
The
like
professor?
No, like a buff, like athletic type dude. I think so. I think that was, I don't remember.
I don't think so.
We gotta watch it. But yeah, that show would definitely be canceled, I think, nowadays.
Yeah, it was like
It's a part of cancel culture.
it was like 4 unlayable dudes
yeah.
and then like
And it always
3 hot chicks.
it boggled my mind why they weren't hooking up.
They just weren't about that life. Like Gilligan should have been piping all of them.
Yeah, but he didn't.
He's
he
a
didn't pipe
young,
anyone.
vigorous. He's just,
Yeah. Even you would think the captain would be
yeah. Even the skipper could be
the
fucking throwing
skipper
it
or the
down.
captain would be me tooing everyone because he's
Yeah.
like because of the implication.
Yeah, but it was like the one couple was married, so then like all the chicks were like they could trust a married dude,
Yeah.
and then the professor was a fucking dork. He's not getting laid.
Oh, no. Yeah. The professor. That's not. I was thinking of. Yeah. So the professor, Marianne, Ginger, Mr. Howell, his wife, Skipper, and Gilligan.
Yeah,
There was like 7 of them.
Gilligan. En
And
español.
they landed on this random island with no
Isla
other
de
people.
Gilligan.
There was no other people, but there was a Native American, or not natives, but natives to the islands.
I think there was, yeah.
And they used to encounter them randomly, right? Like they would get rounded up. the
fuck, I
natives
don't
would
know how
have
often,
spears.
but I'm sure there's episodes where
For some reason, that's what's in my head when I think about Gilligan's Island.
I don't know if it was ever a reoccurring theme to have like natives on the island.
But a couple times there were natives. I
I'm
think.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure because they did everything on that show.
And they eventually built houses, right? They built
yeah, they had like
quarters
their
for themselves.
yeah.
Because they were there for so long. They lived
Yep.
there for, was it years or what was it?
Yeah, that's
They-
what, dude. That would be such a good show to
They
go back and watch.
or the remake.
Remake it.
Why didn't they? They need to reboot Gilligan's Island. There you go.
Yeah, just make it better than Lost.
Yeah, I don't know. I was never into Lost, but
Lost didn't end well, but Gilligan's Island reboot.
yeah. And then
2.0.
everyone hooks up. Like Mr. Howell ends up hooking
Yeah.
up with Ginger and Marianne. He pays them.
And then
Hey,
they got
love.
to deal. They got
Hey,
to deal
remember
with
he
drama.
called her Lovey?
Oh yeah,
Hey, Lovey.
yeah, yeah.
I got $100 for you, Lovey. You want to come here and pet my dolphin?
Wow.
And then Ginger was just Ginger was like a modern day, just scandalous ass hoe.
Yeah, she was probably trolling for dick on that boat, right?
Yeah,
Like on
that's
that
what she was doing there.
on that voyage, because like the professor, I think, brought Marianne, and maybe she was like a nerd or a student or something like that.
She was on his dick because she thought he was so smart.
Yeah,
And he was playing her
yeah,
because he knew that he was smart and he was like, "Oh, I'm going to teach you everything about the ocean."
yeah.
And she just loved it.
And
But then Ginger was probably Marianne's friend
you
who
think
went
so?
along with the ride and then had fucking wanted.
But imagine Mary Ann was really Skipper's or fucking Gilligan's date. Gilligan just played a dummy, but for real,
Yeah.
he was just going into port and just fucking
He could
landing movie stars.
He could have, but I don't know. The entire
And then he brought her on board, and Skipper was like, "Who's this bitch?" And he's like, "I don't know. She's just a movie star that wants to take a cruise."
I remember the entire show. He just failed at everything.
Yeah, he was always
Every
just
single-
a fucking.
Every
And then
single
Skipper would just slap the shit out of him. He'd just be like bonking him on
Yeah.
the head with
yeah,
the shoe
yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
What was that
Just-
about, man?
Just a big fucking angry bully, dude.
He was probably a raging alcoholic in real life.
He probably was. He was
Like-
just like coming down, dealing with fucking delirium tremens to every episode.
I feel like him and Fred Mertz in real life were buddies.
Oh yeah.
They were both raging alcoholics,
Oh yeah.
but on the screen they played a
Fucking Skipper.
goofy ass. Well, Fred Mertz was different. He wasn't really goofy. He was just kind of more of a blowhard.
Dude, I saw an episode where Skipper gets hit in the head with a coconut and he starts having fucking Korea War flashbacks.
What? No way.
Yes, dude, it's so crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
The skipper was in the Korean War?
See, I don't know if he was in the Korean War or if he's just so scared of like at that time like fucking either Japanese or Korean. Actually, maybe that time was like Japanese. No, it was like Korean
it was
War.
definitely because Japan was before Korea.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
Korea was like in the 60s.
Maybe that was
Japan
just-
in 40s.
maybe that was just propaganda from the U.S. to
Yeah,
make
it was
us,
weird,
like,
dude.
fear Korean people.
Dude,
or something.
and it was so like racist. Like a coconut drops on his head.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, he sees all the characters on the island. He sees them as fucking stereotypical fucking
Oh, man.
Asian like army like they have fucking buck teeth.
Yeah.
Their fucking eyes are like pinned back and
Taped
shit.
back.
And then they're just like doing shit. Like he would look over at them and they'd be like, "Ha, ha, ta, ta," like super fucking racist, dude. And then he'd be like, "Oh, I got like they're trying to get me," and he starts freaking out.
Yeah.
And so he ends up, because he's like the biggest dude, he ends up like fucking up everybody and like putting them all in a cage together. And then they're all just tripping because he like rounds them up and then he puts them in a cage. And then like I don't know if he gets hit in the head again or if something happens, but then he fucking comes back and he's not tripping anymore. But for that full episode, they show each character like
Yeah.
yellow faced.
That's horrible. That was
Yeah, fucking classic, dude.
well, they did a lot of that on I don't know if you remember on Lucy. I Love Lucy. I remember because I was brought up on I Love Lucy, so I watched pretty much every single episode, and there was a lot of kind of stuff that wouldn't fly nowadays when they were referencing like different ethnicities.
Oh, you mean like Lucy
Yes,
fucking
they're typecast-
marrying a Cuban?
No, just their typecasting for like they would be like, "Oh, this is the Spanish ambassador or whatever," and it was
Or like a Frenchman.
or
that
like a
comes in
French
there.
guy,
Yeah.
or like a Chinese guy, and it's like, dude, that's would not fly now, with everyone, I mean the way it is with PC culture, and so like yeah, it was pretty fucked up. Was pretty fucked up back in the day how we had no threshold for what was acceptable. It was just like, oh yeah, just a white guy and fucking tape his eyes back and give him some beaver teeth and have him mispronounce words. There you go.
And just fucking and play a gong sound effect every
Yeah.
time you show them.
Yeah.
Like every time they cut to them, it'd just be like, "Bwang,"
Yeah.
and then they'd be like, or it'd have like Eastern music, like the string
Yeah.
instruments.
Oh yeah, for like Indians or like yeah, horrible. Yeah, so we've come a long way, I think, right? 50 years it took us, 50, 60, 70 years. What was that? I Love Lucy was in the 50s, 40s, 50s,
Black and white, yeah, it was at least before the 60s.
way before the 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was so like 70 years since I Love Lucy.
Long time, dude.
Yeah, so we've come a long way.
I'd hope so.
what's acceptable on TV.
Well, fuck, dude. On that note, we've gone over an hour and 10 minutes.
Jesus Christ. Well, go ahead and check our bearing there. Go ahead and check our bearing. Yeah, well, go ahead and touch it. It'll make a noise.
Well, it's changing color.
Well, it's changing color. Yeah, touch it.
All right. I'm waiting for the red one. Oh, it skipped the red one, dude.
Sorry. All right. Oh, it's kind of loud. That should do something with it.
No, this one.
Oh, that was probably the wrong combination.
Wait, do your 2 and I'll do mine 2 at the 1.
Is this like Simon?
3. Okay.
Did we fix it?
I think that was it.
Well, it's autopilot the whole entire time we were here.
We just put it back in manual.
Well, then someone needs to get up front and navigate.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks for consuming here in Submarine Talks Going Deep.